Welcome to Yoga with Cynthia. I'm Cynthia Bialik, and both the host and the producer for this program. Irene Faithful is faithfully here on most of our programs, and the two of us are going to be demonstrating a moving meditation using yoga moves and incorporating the breath and incorporate some tunes to our yoga practice today. We have a Nepal singing bowl. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but we'll be using it later on in the program. So if your reason for wanting to get involved in yoga is to meditate, there are millions of people that participate in yoga just for that reason. The physical aspects of yoga is just one of the facets of yoga, which makes yoga adaptable to any fitness level. Learning how to meditate is restorative on a mental level, and in today's society, when we have so much stress around us, it is important to be able to compartmentalize and meditate. So today we're going to begin, and we're on a cushion. So if you do have a cushion that comes off your sofa or a throw pillow that you can sit on, I find that for most people, they're more comfortable if they're sitting for a long duration of time on a higher plane, because that way your hip flexors get to release a little bit. If you're very tight as it is, still it's going to cushion the amount of force of gravity. So you want to be up, if you want to be up higher on a sofa cushion, you can do that as well. So we're going to start in a meditative position. Our arms are out over our knees. And when we move our fingers in different patterns, those are called mudras. So we're going to actually start with our thumb and our middle finger together. And I want you to close your eyes. So we're in semi-conscious state here. And you're going to breathe in and out through the nose and relax the throat. But let your belly release so you feel the breath is actually moving your belly outward. And then exhale and drive the belly in, moving the breath up over the vocal cords and out through the nose. And just releasing the belly and letting the breath go down deep into the chest. And exhale back up. Now we're going to take advantage of a little moving meditation here and get some hip stretching, get some ham stretching in. So we're going to start actually with the left leg coming out in front. So we're going to move our hips around on our cushion, extend that left leg out, take the hands out of the mudra, and place the heels of your hands adjacent to your knee. And I want you to allow the upper body, after you exhale, to just release. So deep breath in, exhale and release. Now some of you may be able to come to your elbows, and if you can, stay there. Let your head drop to your knee. Continue your breaths and feel the back of your neck stretch as you breathe. Now let's continue to breathe. 2 more deep breaths. And on that last exhalation, give a little push into the mat. Come back up. And we're going to drop our right elbow down on the inside of your knee. Lift the left arm up. Look up into your left hand. Stretch the lats. And if you can, start to lean to the right side of the room. Deep breaths in and out. 4 slow breaths. And 4 slow exhalations. On our last exhalation, turn to your knee. Place the hands on the outside of your knee and fold towards the knee and continue those breaths. On the last exhalation, push on up. And we're going to take the hands behind our hips and lean back into the heels of our hands. Allow the chest to move up. Stretch the rib cage up to the ceiling. Lift your chin and continue breathing here. Now on the last exhale, push into the heels of your hands, tuck your chin into the chest, slide the arms straight out to the front right corner of your mat. Some of you may be able to bring the head all the way down, but you do what you feel comfortable with. And continue those slow breaths, 4 deep and slow breaths. And after the last exhale, come back up, and we're going to drop the left elbow either on your hip, on your thigh, or on the floor in front of your left thigh. We're going to bring the right arm back and try to twist the spine, opening the rib cage. So we're going to add a little twist to our lateral flexion. Look up over the right shoulder, lifting the chest up, and if you feel you're able, release the right arm and bring it over towards your left foot. And once you're there, breathe in and out through the nose 4 times. Now on the last exhalation, come back to center, bring both hands behind the hips, face straight up now, look up in the air. Breathe deep, continue those slow breaths. Two more. On the last exhale, turn your attention to the right side of your mat and scoot over to your right hip. You're going to internally rotate your left hip. We're going to push on the instep of your left foot. We're going to raise up on our right hand, lift the hips up in the air. Stretch that left arm up, and if you can, bring it over your left shoulder. Continue those breaths. And on the last exhale, return to the mat. We have that entire sequence to do on the other side. I hope you're enjoying the folding and the bending and the twisting and the extending, because that's what we want to do. We want to eliminate holding the body in any one position for too long. So we're going to change our legs out, but first let's stretch both legs out together. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale and fold forward, and then come right back up. So we're going to do this 4 times. Deep breath in, Exhale and fold. That's 2. Roll up, breathe in, getting oxygen through the whole body. Exhale on 3. And one more time. Breathe deep. Exhale and 4. And come back up. All right. Let's slide that left heel up against the inside of your right leg now. And first, we're going to plant those hands right on either side of your right knee. Take a deep breath in and just round out the spine. Let your head fall to your right knee. On the last exhale, push on up. Take the left arm over to your left knee. Look up to your right. Take the right arm up. Open the chest here and breathe. And on the last exhale, take both hands behind your hips, facing the front left corner of your mat. Lift your chest, hold here and breathe. And twist the spine, turn into your left knee, fold and hold. On the last exhale, come back up. Traction the spine here. Take a deep breath in and look at the front left side of your mat. Take a dive and reach out there and hold there. On the last exhale, roll over to your right leg. Open the chest and take that left arm back. Reach around your right hip and reach over. Lift your rib cage in the air, lifting the chest as high as you can. And if you can, releasing that left arm, bring it up and over to your right foot. And hold there 4 more breaths. On the last exhale, come back up, reach behind you with your left arm and rotate in on your right foot. Open up the chest, press down on the top of your left shin, and lift the rib cage in the air. And hold lateral flexion. Modified side arm balance. Deep breaths. On the last exhale, return to your cushion. And we're going to sit with our right leg in front of the left. And we're gently going to place your hands on the inside of your knees. And we're going to hinge forward. Just look over to your mat. Breathe in and out through the nose. If you feel you're releasing, take your hands back and just drape your arms over your knees and just fold. And on the last exhale, push up. And take your left leg in front of your right. Place your hands on the inside of your knees. Hinge forward and just hold there. When you feel you're able, or if you feel you're able, reach behind your palms up and drop the head. And on the last exhale, come back up. And this time we're going to form Baddha Konasana. I'm going to bring my little singing bowl right into the center of my mat. And I'm going to start with it in my hand because there's something comforting about a singing bowl in your hand. It's just the right size, dropping down into the hand. And I want you all to close your eyes and just continue to breathe. Just focus on the sound of the singing bowl. Now I'm going to pass the bowl to Irene, as everyone that touches the bowl sings differently. That's the wonderful thing about a singing bowl. And while she's doing it, I'm going to meditate. All right, so let's move on. Let's bring those knees up and cradle your knees. Snuggle into your knees, and we're going to try to pull the forehead towards the knees. If you have very tight hips, this may not work for you. Just pull back and just disengage and then engage again. Try to pull forward. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that head closer to the knees. Deep breath in. Exhale and pull into your knees. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull into the knees. And now release. And let's slide off of our cushion because now we're going to be on the floor in a reclining position with our feet on the mat. And we're just going to push into the mat, lifting the hips up, coming into two-legged pose and down. So we're going to take a deep breath as we lift up. Breathe and lift the chest. Exhale and slowly down. Deep breath and lift the chest up. Exhale and slowly let those hips go down. Deep breath and lift those hips up. Exhale and let those hips go down. Now keep the hips on the ground. Keep those hands where they are. And we're going to lift those heels off the floor. Bring those legs up in the air and move your toes around. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's lower those heels down. Take your right leg over your left. And we're going to drag that left knee over to the right. Bring that right arm straight out from your shoulder and your left arm over. Roll all the way down into that right hip, bringing your left knee over there. 4 deep breaths. Now we're going to transition to the other side. Roll back on your hips. Uncross your legs. Take your left leg over your right and drag your right knee down. Bring your right arm over your head. Your left arm is straight out from your shoulder. Bring that right knee all the way down. And on the last exhale, we're going to release that right leg. Come back up. Palms by your hips. Take your head only to the right. Drop your ear down. Close your eyes. 4 slow breaths, stretching the left side of your neck. On the last exhale, roll the head to the left. 4 deep breaths there. Stretching the right side of your neck. And we're going to get ready to do our final relaxation. And in this pose, my hopes for you is that you can stay in the pose for an additional 10 minutes and zone out, Go into a sleep, a deep sleep if you choose, but let this be more time for yourself to be relaxed and comfortable. But I'm going to take this opportunity to thank you for watching today's program. Until next time, namaste. And we're moving into corpse pose or savasana. Let's extend those legs out, relax the hips, turn your palms so they're facing up, find neutral spine, and just breathe. Keep your mouth closed and breathe in and out through the nose.